What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Everybody, let's talk about it. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Insecure Season 4, Episode 9, Lowkey. It'll be down here. Now, just watching this episode had me stressed out, okay, y'all? I am so tired of Miss Smiley, honey. Miss Smiley could go ahead. She could go ahead, baby. Because I am drained. Okay, I am drained and I am over it. I was happy with Issa's amount of maturity in this episode. She really showed herself to be very mature this episode, I thought. Okay. Basically this whole episode was about Molly and Issa and their struggles to try to regain, their friendship. We had a little bit of Molly interacting with Andrew and interacting with her therapist and kind of going over the patterns that she has. And then we had some of Issa and Lawrence dealing with Nathan and how she's trying to find somebody to talk to, finding out from Nathan that he has bipolar disorder. So we start off the episode with Issa and Lawrence. They are giving us a montage. Miss Kerry Washington directed this episode, if you did not know. They start off with the montage, y'all. The montage is beautiful. I'm here for a good Insecure montage, honey. They do it. So, it's her and Lawrence, doing it on the couch. And let me just say, I wasn't looking, but I was looking. Because she is brown and she is slim and she is beautiful, and he is brown and he is slim and he is also a beautiful man. And just them on that couch when they was butt naked, I was looking. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying I was looking, but I was looking. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I looked and it was pretty. It was very chocolatey. It was really nice. The whole montage was full of chocolate and I was just 100% here for it. You know what I'm saying? And I want that for my life. Okay, so basically, the couch, we got the couch montage. It's kind of like a bookend of the couch montage. Y'all remember when we got the breakup scene and when they, had the whole montage of them living their whole lives on this couch. And they also had this montage before, of the past relationship they lived, they were together, and that whole montage they're living on the old couch, right? And they got rid of the old couch, they got a new couch. And, yeah, so he still has that couch. Is that the same couch or is that a couch like the couch? I don't know. But anywho, it was a montage and it was cute. So at the end of the montage, they're trying to figure out, in a nutshell, what are we doing? Okay, Issa asks about canola oil and he's like, listen, I talked to canola oil and we done. He said they done, okay? It's over with, baby. Don't even worry about it, honey. She ain't nowhere to be found. So he letting her know, you know what I'm saying? What's tea? Because she was like, what are we doing? And he was just like, well, whatever you want to be doing. I hate when people do that. I asked you first, so I need for you to answer, sir. Okay, what are we doing? Boom, that's a question. You don't answer a question with a question, okay? But, I digress. He said, whatever you want it to be, babies. So she was want to say, I want you to be my man. What's up with canola oil? So he told her what was up. And she was just like, well, and Nathan texted her because apparently he was moving. And so she was going to help him. So he was just making sure she was still coming through. And she told him. And I was like, come on, maturity. Come on, growth. Hello. Come on into the room. She tell Lawrence, listen, Nathan is a guy I used to date. I used to smash, you know what I'm saying? And, he's, we're friends or whatever, just friends now. He asked me to help him move, so I told him I would help him move. Does that make you uncomfortable? I won't do it. And what I loved about Lawrence is he was like, girl, I got you sprung like that. I was like, come through, Lawrence. This is why I love them, baby, and want them to be together forever, honey. Because it's just so cute. It's so cute. She was like, nigga, keep trying it. I'm just trying to be honest with you. I don't want no problems. I don't want to go through. Basically, I don't want to keep things from you. I want to be on the up and up. He was like, it's cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He tells her it's cool. So, he was really cool about it. And then she asked him about San Francisco. He don't know. So he was like, let's not put the, the wheel before the barrel is what he's trying to say, or the barrel before the idle child, whatever they say. So he's basically telling her, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I got to get a whole job and all of that first. So they're not 100% clear about whether they want to be a couple or not, but they're kind of moving towards that direction. But they got some things that's up in the air. She might change her mind if she feels like he's going to move to San Francisco. She might not want to do a long distance. She's just kind of getting her footing in her career. So, you know, we can see that. I don't know if she want to leave LA. Would they be able to do it long distance? How would that work? So, you know, it's kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to see. And was it just me, or did Lawrence just get back like this more degree of dusty? Now him and Issa screwing again. He like this much more dusty. Was it just me? He needed a haircut. He needed a shave. I don't know. It wasn't Corona, so I don't know what it was. That was the best part of the episode. Everything went downhill from there. Back home, she's planning some things. We can see later on in the episode, she gets with her homegirl, the assistant. I forgot her name. And they say that they're trying to get like a wellness pop-up together. So they're getting things together for the next event. I was like, come through, Issa, you better do your job, sis. So, you know, they kind of go that whole thing with the diaper cast. That was hilarious. That girl is funny. She's very funny. We can see that Issa is, you know, kind of like going, she don't know how to feel about Nathan. She texts him back telling him that she's going to help him move. And she's looking for somebody to call for advice. So she calls Kelly, and Kelly is hilarious. She has her message in Spanish. And, you know, a lot of people be saying she Afro-Latina. I don't know where that's come from, but, you know, a lot of people are saying that, but she's not. And, you know, Issa tweeted that, you know, this is a play, a little joke for the people who are always saying that she Afro-Latina, because apparently she's just African-American or Black American, whatever you want to call it. I've never heard nobody say that, but you know, I guess that's what people are saying. I don't know. So anywho, and another strange thing, before I go on, did y'all see the whole thing about Donald Trump tweeting about Insecure? Or he liked the tweet that somebody tweeted about Insecure? Like, that's crazy to me. And they said it was still on there this morning. So we don't know if an intern who have his account, but he don't strike me as somebody who let somebody else run his Twitter. He definitely runs his own Twitter. So that was also strange. He ends up calling Molly. She calls Kelly. Kelly don't answer the phone. She talks to her brother. Her brother is no help whatsoever. They go back and forth, but he just agreeing with whatever she say, okay? Eating something hot he ain't got no business eating. So after she get off the phone with him, she goes to call Molly. And Molly picks up the phone. She's very dry, you know, very like, I'm just in the car, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, Issa's like, girl, all this is going on. I'm dating Lawrence. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And, you know, there's nobody I want to talk to about more than you. And I want to make this work. And she's like, that's just like you. You calling me. And she just goes off on her. She pops off on her. And so then we realize it's a dream. Like, it's made up. Issa just saw this. And she doesn't actually, you know, call her. She answered the phone. But she does call her. And she leaves a message for her. So while this is going on, we can see that Molly isn't a therapist. That's why she doesn't answer the phone. And she's going over everything with a therapist. And basically, Molly doesn't know how to take accountability. She's like Nene, okay? She is Tony Childs, okay? She is Nene Leakes. I don't know what to tell y'all. She takes no accountability for what she does, okay? She blames everybody who do her wrong. It's all their fault. She didn't play no part in it. She's not willing to say she sorry because, like it or not, girl, you was mad, but the way you addressed the situation was out of line. You cussed her out in front of everybody. That was ignorant. And so the lady is like, listen, you know, and then when she asked about the brother, what's his name? She's like, who cares? And then she was like, his name is Victor. Like, girl, you care, stop it. So, anywho, she says, I want to tell you about a pattern I noticed. When people do you wrong or you feel like somebody's done you wrong, you shut down, you put up the wall, and that's it. You don't even offer, like, them a chance to get your forgiveness back or whatever. And so she's just like, I mean, damn. And she was like, well, you know, you don't see anything wrong with what you did? And she was like, no, Issa was wrong. She should come to me. Whoop, whoop. And so she's just like, okay, well, do you want to be right or do you want to have relationships? Because it's Victor, it's your daddy, it's everybody's done something wrong, basically. Like, and people are going to do wrong. Are you just going to hold it against them for the rest of their life, girl? Or do you want to have relationships with the people that you love? Basically, is what this doctor is trying to tell her. Issa has called her, invited her to brunch, so she meets Issa for brunch. And at the brunch, y'all, they don't talk about nothing. They kind of just skim over, basically, you know, funny things. Her brother got a baby that's not his, and they got a stranger living in the house. And, you know, that type of thing. And they have a little jovial, you know, cute little talk between them, light-skinned mimosas and whatnot. But it's nothing deep. You know, she didn't say anything about what happened on the trip with Andrew, even though, you know, she wanted to talk to Issa about it, but she didn't talk to her about it. So, you know, they kind of just have a surface conversation. And Issa leaves from that feeling better about it than Molly feels about it. When Molly gets home to Andrew, Andrew's like, great, y'all had a good time. You know what I'm saying? He's happy that they're trying to work things out. And she was like, nah, we didn't really talk about anything important. And he was like, well, why didn't you bring it up? And she was like, well, I came. I mean, I was open to, you know, whatever she had to say to me. He's basically like, I mean, you could have met her halfway. Like, you could have said something. This is Molly's problem. She doesn't want to meet anybody halfway. So my thing is, Issa knows how you are. She knows that if she don't call you, y'all would never talk again. So she swallowed her pride and she called you because she knew that was the only way y'all was gonna make the relationship work, right? Issa is non-confrontational, and you know that. So my thing is, when you come and she's inviting you, she's extending the olive branch to you, say something. Don't just leave and nobody say nothing. My thing is not like Issa don't have to say nothing, but my thing is, what does it hurt you to start the conversation if you want to repair the relationship? Just like the therapist said, if you don't want to do the work to repair the relationship, then why do you keep saying Issa is your best friend, she your best friend, she your best friend, when you don't want to put in no work? You expect her to do everything. You don't feel like you did nothing wrong. No, ma'am. That's not going to work. So Andrew is looking at her upside her head too, y'all. She about to be single. On this season finale, she about to be single, and just like Issa said, it's gonna be all her fault. Issa ain't gonna have nothing to do with it, baby, because you don't know how to let things go. So speaking of that, Andrew tells her that his brother and his brother's wife is in town, and they all want to go to a Clippers game. So his brother is extending an olive branch once again. He wants to say, I'm sorry. Now, don't get me wrong. His brother deserved the FU that he got. He deserved that, baby, because he was out of line. And my thing is, once you keep going and going, but you want this smoke that you're going to get from me, okay? So I'm going to give it to you. So he deserved what he got. But that is her man's brother. And if she want to be with this man and be a part of his family, she's going to have to learn how to forgive, especially when somebody is trying to apologize. They're trying to say, I'm sorry. They're trying to say, I was wrong, okay? And I want to work so that we can have a good relationship. But Molly is making herself not available. She said she don't want to go. He should go and make it a guy's night out. Basically, she don't want to be bothered with it. Later on, we see that Issa talks to Lawrence. So Lawrence is out of town. He's doing his interview. He says the interview went really, really well. And I think that my prediction is that he's going to get a job. And he's going to have to figure out whether he wants to take Issa with him and, you know, them build a life together, or they gonna do a long distance, or they just gonna, you know, call it quits or whatever. So who knows? But I think he's definitely gonna get a job. So he tells her the interview went really, really well, and she's telling him about the brunch with with Molly, and she's describing it as if they had a great time together, like everything is good. He's like, well, did y'all talk about it? And what happened? And she was like, nah, we didn't really talk about what happened, but it just seemed like she didn't really want to talk about it. So, you know, we just talked about other things or whatever, you know. And so, oh, I forgot to say, at the brunch, she did tell Molly that she was going to be helping Nathan move, to kind of give her a heads up, like, you're going to see me again this week, you know. So don't be acting surprised when I be up in the house, because I'm going to be over there with him. And she was like, cool. And Issa was like, cool. So she was just like telling Lawrence that she missed Molly and everything like this. Now, my problem with Issa, once again, is that she is very non-confrontational. Like, girl, you thought that you were just going to go to brunch with this girl and y'all were just going to be able to skim over all the giant issues you have with each other and just be cool like ain't nothing happened. Like, Issa, come on, girl. Like, you can't be for real this non-confrontational. Like, sis, I'm going to need for you to get it together. So that's frustrating about Issa, is that she is very non-confrontational, and Molly is too confrontational, okay? She's too much. She's too much, honey. She giving me princess vibes, and I just don't like it. So then we see Issa going to help Nathan, and she goes to help Nathan get his things together and move in an apartment. So this is the scene where he finally tells us where he went when he disappeared, like season 3. So he tells her that he went home to Houston and he found out that he had bipolar disorder, and so that he needed time to deal with that, and, you know, he needed time to figure out how to tell people. He told her one thing, but, you know, it was the other. So this is my issue. I understand that he needed time to get himself together and, you know, deal with the fact that he had been diagnosed with that, but he said it was a relief, so he probably had some ups and downs prior to that. So, but my issue is, you came all the way to her house to tell her some bullshit when you could have just told her the truth. That's my issue. You came all the way to her house to tell her something that was not true. You didn't have to tell her your business. You could have simply said, listen, I have some mental health issues going on right now, or I have some health issues that are happening with me right now, and I just really don't feel like I can be in a relationship at all. But you should have said that when you went to Houston, not on 30 days later when you had been gone for a whole month. See, that was where the problem lies for me. I understand that you have a problem, but just because you have a problem, that doesn't excuse what you did, okay? Because you went down there and got ghosts. Like, did you go to the doctor as soon as you walked into Houston, Texas? Like, I'm confused. I have confusion, and I just don't, you know, that's why and Nathan is with me. Like, I just personally don't think he that cute and that piecemeal beard. How you a barber and you ain't got no beard? Like, I just don't understand. How you a barber and your face is like this? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? But he a little shady to me. I just don't get, I don't see where he's so fine, baby. I just don't see it. Okay, I don't see it. So, oh yeah, one more thing. Candela was not pregnant. I don't know why that randomly came into my mind, but y'all was trying to say she was pregnant, and that girl is not pregnant. Cut it out, okay? This is not Tyler Perry. Cut it out. That softens her up a bit towards him, and you know, she said she's sorry. He was just like, you know, you ain't got to say you sorry. Woo, woo, woo. So anywho, she tells him that she's trying to get back with her ex because it's very awkward. You know, when she comes there, she's trying to help him move, but she being all awkward. Of course, it don't have to be like that, but you know how she is. And so she tells him, listen, I'm trying to get back with my ex. You know, basically, we're trying to work things out or whatever. And he was like, oh, that the one you cheated on? Oh, I mean, I thought you was over that. I mean, you know, I hope he could get his shit together. I was like, nigga, you are hating. My God, you are hating, sir. Whoa, my goodness. You put a lot of energy into that hate. Woo, honey. I mean, it had washed over him like, oh, you just gonna move on? You just gonna leave? Oh, you gonna actually like talk to other people? Oh, okay. So like you could feel he felt some type of way. But Issa, I like the fact that she was honest with him. I like the fact that she was straightforward with him. She told him like, this is the tea. Like, I'm not gonna be all up on you. Don't be trying me, because you know me and him, we trying to work it out. We trying to figure it out. And while we trying to figure it out, I ain't trying to cloud it up with nothing else. Okay? I personally just don't see it for Issa and Nathan. They don't give me sexual chemistry no more. You know what I'm saying? Nathan reminds me of somebody that I know. He a barber too, but he reminds me of somebody I know. He ain't just like that. He ain't just like that. Oh God, I can't even say it, y'all, because he ain't just like that. But I just don't see it for Nathan. I just don't. Okay? He ain't the one. It don't have nothing to do with him being bipolar. Like, literally nothing. I just don't like him. Okay? I just don't like him. He just seems shady. I just don't know. He just seems I don't know, baby. It's just, I don't like him. I don't know what it is. Anybody who can be gone for all them days, baby, and don't even send you a text message. Don't even say, I'm going to Houston. Okay? Don't even, we didn't even know you had went to Houston. No, baby. So, a little later on, we see that Molly comes home with that SpongeBob-ass suit she had on. What was that? It looked like from, she looked like Velma, honey, from Scooby-Doo. That Scooby-Doo-ass suit she had on, girl, was not the tea, okay? I was like, this is not cute at all, honey. That turtleneck and them shoulder pads took me under. That was not cute. I know it probably cost a lot of money too, but it was not the tea. She comes home and like she had some food that her and Andrew was supposed to eat, and she just decided that they was gonna get something else and didn't even tell him. And he accept a lot of, he just be taking it. He was like, okay. And then he went on and talked about how the game was fun. You know, he was sitting next to the Migos, but he had to lie for her and say that she had to work. She was like, well, I didn't tell you to lie for me. And he was like, well, I mean, you just never gonna talk to my brother again? Like, you know, that's my brother. Like, you, basically, he's trying to say he's sorry, girl. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because he's not a racist. He just said something stupid. He was just being an ass. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't being, like, racist. Like, girl, bye. So, as they're talking, she don't get to reply because Nathan and Issa come in to collect those last boxes. And Andrew kind of nudges Molly to let them stay and eat dinner. So they eat dinner, honey. They're laughing, honey. Like Doniva said, they be slapping fives. You know what I'm saying? Everybody having a good time. They start talking about the old days and, you know, the old smelly apartment. And, oh, we used to play these games. Oh, yeah, girl, we used to play these games. And let's play Celebrity Hide and Bernie Sanders and 6. Oh, yeah, it's fun. It's good times. Molly looked like she didn't really want to play the game at first. But, you know, Andrew kind of nudged her on again. And she was like, okay, okay. So when Andrew gets up to go get more wine, and Molly is talking to everybody, but she's texting, and she accidentally texts Issa instead of Andrew, saying, you see, I'm trying with her, which I think is just, why are you texting your boyfriend? You see, it's like you trying to get his approval for you being fake with your friend. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, I don't understand when people are more loyal to their partner than, I mean, your short-term partner than, like, your lifelong friends, your long-time friends. Like, that's just crazy to me. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why you let him get away with it, whatever. It's not like he doing anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she's more apt to try to work things out with him than you are to try to work this out with her. When she's clearly trying. It'd be different if she wasn't trying, but she's clearly trying. So Issa gets this text message, and you can just see the hurt just wash over her. Like, I really felt bad for her in that moment because I know that really hurt her feelings. So she texts her back, I don't think this was meant for me. And then she says, I'm about to go. This is as Andrew is walking back in the room. She's like, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm going home. So Molly chases her outside. She catches her, and she's just like, girl, I'm sorry that wasn't meant for you. And she was like, well, no, girl, I mean, duh. And so she's calling the Uber to come and get her, a Lyft to come and get her. And so she's basically like, well, I'm sorry, this whole thing just feels forced. This is Molly. And Issa's like, well, listen, I'm sorry. You know, I'm trying to get us back to where we was, but I didn't know it was so hard for you to try to be my friend, you know. And she was just like, well, we haven't talked about anything. Like, girl, you just thought we wasn't going to talk about anything. And she was like, okay, well, you know, I didn't think you wanted to talk about it, but let's talk about it now. But I do feel like, Issa, you can't, you know, not everybody in their feelings. Everybody mad. You know what I'm saying? It's not the time to talk about it now. You had an opportunity to talk about it, girl, and you didn't talk about it. Even though you know. But Issa does say, listen, I'm trying. But I can't be the only one trying. She was like, Molly did say before that, she said, we've been messed up for months, okay? And Issa said, that's why I reached out. I know. That was you saying, I extended the olive branch hole. Okay? And you beat me over the head with it like Evelyn Lozada. Okay? Don't do that. Molly even was like, well, you know, like she had a look on her face like, well, what you wanted me to do? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to do nothing because I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like literally this is the look on her face. And she tells her, yeah, I'm sorry, maybe the new you and the new me, we just don't fit together no more. And like Issa was acting, honey. I said, girl, Issa, you better act, girl. You better act. Because baby, she was holding back them tears. And she was like, okay. And Molly had the nerve to be like, okay, you done told this girl you just showed up with a stank attitude at the brunch. You went and talked about her when you got back home, talking about you ain't miss her. The only person you miss is LaToya. You done told this girl, we don't fit no more. We can't fit after she done invited you to brunch, came over there trying to, you know, be friend with you, trying to open up, trying, at least trying. And then when she tell you, okay, you get mad? You shocked? Issa did way more. I think I can speak for me and my followers. I don't know about you. I don't know about the new people. What's up, new subscribers? How y'all doing? But y'all let me know how you feel. I think I can speak for most of us when I say Issa did way more than what I would have done, okay? Way more than what I had done. Because the first time I feel like you were getting aggravated in my presence, I'd have collected my bag and left like LeBron, okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. So Molly is really on some BS. And like Andrew can see it. Everybody can see it. She about to lose her man in a minute because, I mean, baby, she had me stressed. We were just on Love Boat last week. You hear me? We was on Love Island. And now we back in hell stressed out with Molly. She about to be right here with Tryin. Keep on playing. She really thought this girl was gonna beg her to be her friend, y'all. That's what took me out. You really was shocked when this girl did not say, girl, please be my friend. I'm sorry. You thought you was gonna cuss this girl out in public at her event and not have to say, I apologize. Listen, it's too much stuff going on in the world. I ain't about to stress myself out watching this show, okay? So I want to know what y'all thought about this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share my video with all your friends. And I will holler at y'all next week for the season finale of Insecure Season 4. All right, y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.